got their asses whipped like a no-bid-rad whore.
You surprised? They tried to dance with a witcher.
Where'd he come from, anyway?
Well, how should I? So ever heard of preventive password?
I say, Master Witcher.
Got so fucked up once, blood came out my ears.
It won't be as cocky once the Baron's men whip your arse.
Darkness everywhere. Come closer. Don't be shy. You'll find I've everything you could ever need.
Do I look at all familiar, Master Witcher? My associate and me, you were kind enough to save us from the very guards I myself had hired, no less.
All right. Rings a bell now. Get to your destination all right?
We did, and we were lucky to, for the trade proved surprisingly robust. I've new goods now, if you're interested. Naturally, at a sizable discount, it's your due.
Show me what you've got on offer. So long.
Freak of nature.
Ye seek
More
trouble?
interesting things from my nose.
White one, take a gander over here.
Heard no monster will come near you if you stuff all around.
Dared to burn the Baron's
Where you get guarded. Why is she crying? What's happened?
She was due to marry, but her beloved.
Bloody Baron's rogues caught me Micah fleeing the castle of victuals. And they killed him.
Quiet
See,
now.
you're a man well travelled.
Don't
So
cry.
tell me, should I beat me wench once a week or often?
Isn't easy. Not at all.
It won't be as cocky once the Baron's men whip your arse.
Right, give me the coin. Tails, we clean the shit out of the stable. Heads, we go grab some tit.
Who me ass?
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock. So long.
army's
Steep rise for them gifts.
Grim Reaper must be
Left
having fun.
ear's gone.
Enough. Don't want to hear this. Pam param, pam pam param, pam param.
İzzetciğim aleykümselam. Hoş geldin kardeşim. Sağ olasın inşallah. Nasılsın bakayım?
Need to talk to you.
About?
Uma, gonna take him with me.
Believe you meant to say you've come to ask my permission to take it. I am in charge now, so...
Not about to ask for anything. I'm telling you, you can try to stop me. But then I'll bring your enlightened reign to an end, an abrupt and premature end.
Think you got me shaking in my boots?
You sure as hell should be.
Fine. Cripple's not worth no blood. See the groom. He ought to be glad to give him up. Bugger's been eating from the feed bags. And a pleasant journey to you both.
Thank you kindly.
Hadi bakalım başlasın. Nasılsınız bakalım? Keyifler yerinde mi? Her şey yolunda mı? Hoş geldiniz. İyi seyirler herkese. Kaybolmazsam ne olur lan? Abi var ya, yapabilirsem şu adamın yaptığı gibi bileği taşına tıkladığım zaman, enchantment yaptığı zaman böyle kılıcı bileme, bir de zırhı geliştirme animasyonunu ekleyen modu kurmak istiyorum yapabilirsem. Bakalım. Şimdi ben buraya niye geldim? Quest itemları, görevlerden giren kılıçları ve zırhları buraya koymaya çalışıyorum. Ve tabii ki zafer hatıralarını. Bunlar dönsün, bir zararı yok. Kaçakıt imalatı yapan imacının sonu yamyam olur. Geçen bölüm gibi. Yağız kardeşimiz sağ olsun. Vallahi geçen yayın onun sayesinde ve senin ikinin sayesinde bayağı keyifli geçti. İzzetciğim nasıl ama? Işıklandırma falan. Donuk renkler, canlı bir ortam. Nasıl, görüntüden memnun musun? Hoşuna gidiyor mu? Güzel diyor. Eyvallah. Konsolda sandık kasıyor diyor. Evet, envanterde ve sandıkta çok fazla şey doldurduğun zaman konsolun belleği değil ama ekran kartının belleği, yani grafik işlemcisinin belleği yetmiyor ve o yetmediği zaman da gerek yükleme ekranlarında gerekse geçişlerde kasıntılar meydana geliyor. İnşallah. Bu arada şu anda zıplama vesaire orijinaline çevirdim. Kombat esnasında birkaç farklı animasyon var. Yani önceki kullandığım animasyonlardan bazılarını çıkardım. Yeni animasyonlar ekledim. Yabancı mod yapımcı arkadaş sayesinde. Şu an benim kullandığım animasyon modunu hiçbir yerde bulamazsınız. Onu da söyleyeyim. Bir kombata girdiğiniz zaman göreceksin. Baya güzel animasyonlar var.
I'm taking Uma.
There ain't a...
Sergeant Hartle said I could.
Bring him back though, won't you? Be awful dull without him.
No, not about to bring him back. Open the door, now. Hey, little guy. This here's Roach. She'll take us to Kaer Morhen'e. Well, come on. What the? Quit playing around. Let's go.
Evet, 4. ilerlememizde ilk kez Kaer Morhen'e gidiyoruz. Adaylası. Sandık açılmadı. Açtım kapattım, yine açılmadı. 5 dakika bekledim. Kaç dakika bekledim? Sandık yüklensin diye. Ama tabii Kaer Morhen'e gitmeden önce
Looks like we got company of Guardian battle mounts.
İmparator majestelerini görmemiz, rapor vermemiz lazım. Yeni fırla beraber.
What do you want?
The Emperor's displeased with you.
Then he ought to ask somebody else for help.
The Emperor does not ask anyone for anything. You will ride with us to Vitsima.
Sure about that?
Don't even try.
Fine. Lead the way.
İzle için bak, yükleme ekranındasın. Bilmiyorum, internetten öğrendim. Böyle bir sorun oluyormuş konsolda. Bekleyin belli süre diye yazmışlar. Sandık açılır ya da yüklenir. Genelde o tür durumlarda kapağı aç yapmak daha iyi. O da çözmüyorsa artık hiçbir şey çözmez.
If I may, Your Imperial Majesty, our spies report that the garrison at Bangleen consists almost wholly of mercenaries.
Bribery, then?
We stand to lose exactly no men in battle.
And we stand to lose less time. Very well. Give the orders. Then set sail.
As you wish. At once.
Harita güzel.
Your Imperial Majesty, Yennefer.
I did not have you brought here for an exchange of courtesies. Report.
No courtesies needed? Perfect. But remember, I'm not your soldier, or page, or dog, so don't give me any orders.
Would you prefer I order my guards? Look around. I need only beckon.
Geralt,
Now report.
Siri. Well, this man is the key to finding her.
I give you 3 solid leads. Trails as fresh as morning dew. The aid of my spies and my court sorcerers. Yet in my daughter's stead, you bring me this monstrosity? I hope you have more to say. For your sake.
Listen, I'm looking for a needle in a haystack. A needle that at any moment can...
It's a difficult task, I know this. What of it? Listen to me. I rule the largest empire the world has ever known. I wage a war against the North, command men in tens of thousands, while at home the trade corporations and nobles seek to depose me. You cannot expect me to pity you the difficulty of your task.
I pursued those leads you gave me. Siri first reappeared in Skellige, with a mage, an elf. Yen knows more.
The Wild Hunt tracked them down, found them there. They were forced to flee to Velen,
where they were separated. Siri spent some time with a local warlord, a self-styled baron who...
Yes, I know my bosses.
Who helped her get to Novigrad, where Siri crossed some of the city's underworld bosses. She had to flee, went back to Skellige, ran into her elf companion there.
and into the Wild Hunt, again. Ciri and the elf fled, out to sea this time. Their boat returned to shore the next day, with only him on board.
The information appears of little use, though at least it seems you kept busy.
This monstrosity might well be your daughter. Its body is the product of a curse. Someone hides inside it.
Can you lift this curse?
I've done a great deal of research, made inquiries, but to lift it I would need to know the words used to cast it, and that...
Vafel Elen, Kednil Fali. Bladiv Dorn Eptened, Bandro Ithne Iakis. Dandelion told me. Ciri talked to him about it.
At last, you provide a pleasant surprise. Lady Yennefer, my question stands.
Yes. I believe I can. But I must...
The details do not interest me. Geralt, you've achieved precious little, yet admittedly more than the bumblers in my spy corps have. I give you half the promised reward. You will receive the other when you bring me Ciri.
Wouldn't count on that happening.
That was no request, it was an order, Geralt. And I advise you well, do not disobey me. This audience is over. Till the next.
Could have used some of that famous biting wit of yours. Where'd it disappear to? I mean, you were meek as a novice at Aretusa called into the Dean's office.
I merely know when I can indulge my pride and when I must swallow it. Unlike some others, I know.
Ah, I see. So you show your claws to me because I'm a lowly witcher, but...
Do you really wish to do this now, Geralt? We can fight another time, in another place, where the walls have no ears.
So, how do we lift Uma's curse?
We must take him to Kaer Morhen'e. Oh, and Geralt, forgive me, but I'm unable to teleport you, Uma, and Roach, so...
Don't worry, we'll ride there. Never did like teleporting.
Take care of yourself.
Wait. Here, probably better if you keep it.
Of course. I'm off.
Ve şimdi atmosferini çok sevdiğim Kaer Morhen'e bu ilerlememizde ilk kez gelmiş bulunuyoruz.
This close to the fortress? Someone's been slacking off.
Şu atmosfere bakar mısın abi? Skellige, Kaer Morhen favori yerleri ana oyunda.
And your journey, how was it?
Calm, if you don't count the forked tail that flew over our heads a few miles back. Passenger got a little restless.
What have we here? Multiple deformities. Eyes, ears, nostrils, a hair lip. And is this... Now, calm down. Jennifer was right on one count. Thing sure isn't pretty.
Adamın hası, ustaların ustası Vezemir amca. Böyle daha iyi. Sandığı boşaltın, öyle çözün. Herhalde oyun sonuna kadar toplasaydım kesin konusuna çökerdi. Kesin. Konuşma sesleri az mı yoksa sen mi azalt? Yo. 2 gün önceki yayında neyse şimdi de aynı. Şimdi nasıl? Şimdi benim sesim mi diyorsun yoksa oyundaki karakterlerin konuşma sesi mi? Yani son oynadığımızdan bu yana hiçbir ayar değişikliği yapmadım ama.
Don't look all that nice yourself. How'd you get so dirty?
Huh? This. I was mixing some lime for the mortar. Need to patch up the walls before they crumble.
A lot of work for one person. Lambert and Eskel not willing to help? Don't see the sense in it?
No. Yennefer found more important things for them to do.
Karakterleri.
Yen's here already?
And how?
You two argue?
Geralt, I understand she's well, how do I put this? Emancipated, strong-willed woman. But do manners count for nothing? She teleports in, not even a nice to see, jumps right into a, we've a curse to lift, there's this to do and that. So Eskel and Lambert get going. And she went to the guest room to rearrange things. Through the bed, off the balcony.
Shame. That was a good bed.
Said the same myself. Solid oak frame, down mattress. Triss always said she... Now I see.
It's either that, or Yen really hates oak furniture. So what's Yen planning?
Wish I knew.
Mean she didn't tell you?
She told us what she needs to lift the curse, not what she plans to do with it, despite our asking.
She's gotta have a good reason.
More than one, most likely. In any case, she's set her mind on something. Needs us to stay out of her way, mostly.
So where is everyone?
Eskel's hunting forktails. Gotta nip that infestation in the bud. And since Yennefer needs to distill some ingredients from their organs, well, like they say, 2 birds, 1 stone. Lambert's still in the keep, preparing to venture into the mountains to enrich the phylactery with elemental power.
And Yen?
Assembling a megascope. Wanted my help running around with some chirping contraption, searching for something. But I'm too old for that nonsense.
I should let her know.
Ötüşen bir zamazingo.
If you say so, but don't go thinking she'll throw her arms around your neck.
Roach, ne yapıyorsun? Kendine gel. Roach, bak sana bir de arkadaş getirdim. Burada güzel güzel beraber otlayın, tamam mı? Heh. Hashtag Atlas, hoş geldin. Teşekkürler takip için. Hepinize iyi seyirler. Heh, işte buldum. Şimdi Kaer Morhen'e ilk defa geldiğinizde yapmanız gereken gizli bir tane bir görev var. Berengar's Blade isimli. Berengar isimli eski bir Witcher'ın kalıcını bulacağız. Onu yapmamız için onun bir süresi var. İlk geldiğimizde yapmayıp daha sonra buraya işte seriyi falan bulup tekrar ikinci kez geldiğimizde bu görev bug'a giriyor ve yapılmıyor. Bendeki de bir tane modun özelliği böyle lootlamaya yerinde nadir veya önemli bir şey varsa veya görev item varsa mavi bir şekilde parlıyor.
Handwriting looks familiar. Berengar's. Papers have been lying here for years.
Berengar'ın notları. Şimdi ana görevde biraz daha ilerleyeceğim ama ilerlemeden önce şu çok hoşuma giden gizli görevi yapmak istiyorum. Yan görevi.
He was working on a sword, and not just any sword judging by his notes. Torhan ought to talk to Vesemir. Berengar consulted him. Vesemir might remember how far he got. Can we talk? So long. So long. Can we? I'm looking for I'm looking. How can I? You think universals exist as real and distinct entities, or only as mental constructs? So do I. So long.
Neyse bu görevi sonra yapalım. Çünkü Vesemir'le konuşamıyorum. Gerçi zaten bunu biraz daha sonra yapsak daha iyi. Şimdi ana görevde birazcık ilerleyeceğim. Şu Eskal'ın çatal kuyruğu avlamasına yardım edelim. Ardından Lambert'la konuşuruz. En son Yennefer'a yardım ederiz. Şunu yapacağız zaten. Berengar'ın kılıcını Kaer Morhen'e gitmeden önce yaparız en son. Bugün bir de şu yapacağımız görevler çok fazla vakit almazsa usta zırhçılar görevini yapmak istiyorum. Güzel düşüncelerim var. Umarım sıkıntı olmadan bu bölümü güzel bir şekilde oynarız.
Must be Eskel's prints. No one else has left the keep recently.
Tamam. Eyvallah izleyici. O zaman dediğim sıradan gidelim. Eskal'ı bulalım önce. Sonra bir Lambert'la konuşuruz. Yani sonuç olarak hala dediğim olay geçerli. Buraya ilk geldiğimizde Lambert, Eskel, Yennefer bunlara yardım edip ardından Berengar'ın kılıcı görevi için Vesemir Reis'le konuşmamız gerekiyor. Başka türlü olmaz. Üf. Şu doğanın güzelliğine bakar mısın? Bir de şimdi teknik anlamda bir şey daha söyleyeyim. oyunlardaki ışıklandırmada ve bulut hava durumu tekniğinde kullanılan bir özellik. Volumetric lighting ve volumetric clouds, yani ışıklandırma ve bulutlar. Şu dağın üzerinden giden bulutlar ve ışığa çok daha iyi tepki vermesi, çok doğal bir görüntü yapması. Tamamen volumetrik değil ama yarı volumetrik bir ışıklandırma ve bulutlandırma tekniği sadece Kaer Morhen'de kullanılmış. Oyunun diğer bölgelerinde böyle bir özellik yok.
Eskel made camp here. Looks like he planned to stay outside a while.
Rocks. Tracks end here. Great. Could try to follow my nose. Can't smell Eskel, but there is the goat. Just gotta find a sample of its scent. Itself to this stake.
Supposed to be forktail bait. Guess it works for witchers as well.
As for forked tails, bait them thusly. Pound a stake in the soil, bind a goat to it, then hide ye in near to shrubbery post haste.
Brother Adalbert's Bestiary, page 82. See your memories back in full, and sharp as ever in spite of your years.
You're as old as I am, wise guy. Don't let the gray hair fool you.
Good to finally see you again.
You too. How are things?
Same old, same old. Another day, another drowner.
That it?
I'm a simple witcher wolf. Don't fight dragons, don't fraternize with kings, and don't sleep with sorceresses. Unlike some.
Try to limit myself to the sorceresses from now on.
No doubt the most pleasant part. Though I'm not sure it ain't the most dangerous, too. Shh. Hear that? Incoming.
Bleeding heavily.
From an artery. Blood's light colored. Can't fly much further.
Not scared to leave the horse down below? Forktail could decide to have at him.
Scorpion's a warhorse. A purebred Kedwenny. He'll be fine. Have I told you how I got him?
No, don't think so.
Saved his lost knight once. You know, woods, dark, wolves, the standard. Told him, give me what you find at home and all that. No kid this time, but his merit just folded.
Eskel and Scorpion, bound by fate. An enchanting tale.
Mock me all you want. You're just jealous. The old hen she cackled on the fence. The old hen she cackled, and she ain't cackled since.
What's that song?
Some old hill folk tune. Perfect for hiking. My mom sang it to me.
You remember her?
Just that silly song. Nothing else.
Bir dakika abi, biz nereye gidiyoruz?
Track. Landed here.
Not very gracefully. Look at the tracks. We broke its wing, I think. it's done fleeing, gonna make a stand.
Might want to look around some.
Yes, Wolf. Yes, Wolf.
Eskel'ın buradan aşağı nasıl indiğini gördünüz değil mi? Aşağı atlama mekaniği var kendisinde. Geralt'ta bu Witcher 2'de vardı, Witcher 3'te yok. Witcher 2'de de bizim Geralt'ın zıplama animasyonu yoktu. Bu sefer var. Bu da böyle bir detay. Şurada.
Let's collect the spinal fluid and get out of here. Cut into its back, just below the skull.
Gonna tell me which side of the knife to cut with next?
The sharp one. Come on, hurry up. Hey, what do you say to a little race? Maybe see who's faster, Roach or Scorpion. And who's the better rider.
Not really a challenge, because I can beat you riding a lame sow. But why not?
You're a lame sow yourself. First to Kaer Morhen'e wins!
Finally. Took you a while.
Saddle kept sliding.
Mm-hmm. Not a crappy show dancer out there who doesn't blame her shoes.
You're a fucking show dancer. But one who's damn good on horseback. Didn't wager anything, but can't help thinking you deserve a prize.
Since you insist.
Here. Use it wisely.
Look at the fire. Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Bezimir Reis'le şimdi konuşalım. Emir'le görüştüm diyelim, ardından şu Berengar'ın görevini üzerimize alalım. Lambert'e devam ederiz.
I met with Emir.
Any crowned heads you haven't met?
A few. Hoping it stays that way.
Remember the first war with Nilfgaard? Battle of Sotten? The North, all of it, fought together. Temeria, Redania, Kedwin, Hedon, and the mages were heroes. On the field first, then in ballads. Not much left of that world.
Found some of Berengar's notes. From what I made out, he was trying to forge a sword. Torhern, you were helping him.
Advising, at best. Boy never managed to forge the blade, but would never let me at the anvil. Just pestered me with questions. Wanted to do it all by himself, as always. Then the whole plan went to the devil, literally.
What do you mean?
Berengar set out to hunt a chort. The fiend had made its lair in the valley past the keep. Don't know why, but he took all his equipment with him. Maybe thought I'd tinker with his sword while he was gone. You know what he was like. At any rate, the chort turned out to be strong. too strong. Berengar had to turn tail, and since it's hard to run with 4 stones of kit under your arm, he dropped it all. Came back red with blood and shame. Hardly said a word, and left soon after, never to return.
I know the rest of the story. How do I get to this Chort's lair?
I knew you'd want to finish this. Easiest way is to take the river downstream, as far as you can go. But be careful. Berengar had his flaws, but he was a damn good fighter. If that Chort's still there, you could be in for a wild ride. Pulse weak, but regular.
Hold this.
No reaction.
Leaking again. Damn it.
Impressive specimen.
A month of tracking, stalking. But I finally dropped the son of a bitch.
Congratulations. Can't help wondering, though. Why'd you keep the corpse? Aim to stuff it? Hang it above the mantle?
Not a bad idea. Gotta finish the autopsy first, though. This one was quicker than most. Quicker and stronger. Want to examine it thoroughly.
Mind if I have a look?
Want to do the honors?
No thanks. You cut. I'll grab a bite to eat. Nice claws. 15 inches, I'd say.
They grow its whole life. This one was about 100, 110 years old.
Pretty muscular legs. Calves and feet especially.
Let me tell you, this sucker was fast. 1 second here, there the next. Always in the shadows. Could barely see it.
So how'd you take it down?
Long story. Tell you another time.
Let's examine its head.
Long whiskers. Protruding frontal lobe, but that's normal. Long ears. And an earring.
Seen that before. Some of them like shiny objects, like magpies.
And in the maw, yellow dull teeth. Missing its upper front teeth. Lower incisors.
Clearly not a flosser. Fine, let's move on. Think I've seen enough for now. This was an old one. Experienced.
It'd be nice to figure out a way to determine a catacan's age based on its tracks. Avoid running across one like this unprepared.
It would, I agree. But later. See you, Eskel. What's this? Brewing potions?
No. Booze from potato peels.
For my welcome back feast?
Actually more like my farewell feast. Haven't heard? Madame Sorceress has requested I fortify the phylactery with power from the Circle of Elements. Says it's essential to lifting the curse from that monstrosity of yours.
Realize that monstrosity, as you put it, might be Siri?
Yeah, I heard.
Mind showing a bit of sympathy?
I call him like I see him. That's how I am.
Know what? Never mind. Not gonna argue with you.
Right, no time to lose. The monstrosity awaits.
Lambert.
Oh, sorry. The potential Cirilla.
Don't sound too thrilled about all this.
I'm not. You know the trek to the circle's no walk in the park. In more ways than one.
Let me go with you.
Well, might have more spring in my step with the famous white wolf at my side. So, you ready?
Gotta take care of some...
Sure. Everything's ready at my end.
No reason to wait. Let's go.
Oh, meant to tell you. Can't get to the circle through the mountains. Rockslide blocked the pass last spring.
So we approach from the pond side, like when we did the trial of the medallion?
Exactly. Remember the way?
Not easily forgotten that.
He who returns with his medallion will prove himself worthy and may set off on the path.
Vesemir ever hear you impersonate him?
Yeah. Old man can't stand it.
Aleykümselam kardeşim, hoş geldin. Radman, nasıl görüşmeydi?
Savola's breach. Still haven't patched it up?
Vesemir'd like to. Doesn't bother me though. Not expecting anyone to lay siege, and this way I got a shortcut to the pond.
Shame those Salamandra assassins didn't punch a few more holes in our walls.
Or finish the job and reduce these ruins to rubble.
Ben de iyiyim, sağ olasın.
Been thinking. We gonna swim across the pond?
No, I got a boat moored there. You know, for fishing.
Wow. Never took you for the fishing type.
I use bombs. I drop them in and scoop up whatever floats to the surface.
That makes sense.
NPC'lerin aşağı nasıl indiğini görüyorsunuz değil mi? Biz böyle Türk gibi zıplıyoruz. Sanki burada merdiven varmış gibi adam kendini aşağı bırakıyor. Eyvallah, ben de sizleri gördüm, daha iyi oldu. Mutluluk sizinle olmaktır. Onun dışında her zamanki sıkıcı hayat devam. Biraz mı? Video oyunları tarihinin en berbat, en hatalı oyunu olabilir. Ve evet, FIFA'yı bıraktım. ...30 Eylül'de son kez oynadım. FIFA 19'u. Öyle hataları başıma geldi ki ben artık keyif vermediğini anladım ve tahammül sınırını aştı. Yani ben de artık şalterleri attım. Oyuna söve söve oynamaktansa bırakıp rahatlamayı tercih ettim. Ve bırakmakta çok doğru bir karar verdiğimi her geçen gün daha iyi anlıyorum. Bu arada Geralt'ın animasyonları biraz değiştirdim. Yeni animasyonlara dikkatinizi çekmek isterim. Sen de alacaktın, vazgeçtin. Kardeşim, en doğru olanı yapmışsın. O kadar net söylüyorum ki bırak indirime falan girmesini. Yemin ediyorum çekilecek şey değil. Yani üzerine para verirse oynanacak oyun değil.
It's an art. Learned it from this old master down in Zerrikania.
Yeah. Save that tale for your next sorceress.
Yani şu Lambert da kafasına göre aklınca dalga geçmeye falan çalışıyor, laf sokmaya çalışıyor ama gördük yani. 5-6 tane harpiye vardı. Bir tanesini bile öldüremedi. Oyunda böyle bir sıkıntı var. Bazı böyle görevlerde kompanyanlarımız pek fazla hasar veremiyorlar. Bütün işi bizim yapmamız gerekiyor.
Tell me about Vesemir. Things any better between you?
Seems so. Old man's dropped the moralizing, and I try not to piss him off too often.
Mm-hmm. Working out well?
Moderately. Castle's pretty big. Easy to stay out of each other's way.
Senin kararına güveniyorum. Spor oyunu. Eyvallah kardeşim. Göl kenarı kulübesi.
Damn it! Moored it right here, I swear.
Line must have come loose.
Really? Here I thought the boat untied itself to go for a jaunt on its own. Damn it. In this fog, we'll never...
There a storm before I arrived?
Let me think. Yeah, 5 days passed.
Wind must have grabbed the sail, tugged the boat off its mooring. Boat drifted into the bushes.
Great. The last thing we...
Hadi Lambert, bitir işini. Hadi Lambert, hadi. Ha gayret. Hadi. Hadi. Hadi. Hadi lan. Az kaldı, bir daha. Son bir vuruş. Hadi lan. Helal olsun be.
All right. Cave entrance is just opposite, see it? Gotta sail across the pond, go through the cave, climb Troll's Head, and we're there.
Doesn't seem like such an ordeal now, does it?
No. Still gives me the shivers, though. You know only 2 boys returned from my group?
You were the ones who ran into old Speartip in the caverns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Evet, buradaki 5 milyon değerli insandan Lambert'a kocaman bir alkış. Adama zorla bir canavar öldürttüm ha. Bıraksa yani ben hızlı oynamak istesem 2 dakikada hepsini alacaktım. O zaman da bir zevki kalmadı. İşte ben böyle detaylara çok takıntılı bir insanım abi. Elimde değil.
What the fuck was that trial for? Most who returned from the Circle of Elements died within a year in some swamp, hunting drowners for Crown 30 ahead. So exactly what was the point?
Ought to ask Vesemir.
Oh, I have. Many times. Believe you me.
Let's go. Jump in the boat.
Alright. I'm taking the tiller though.
Because?
Because it's my boat, not up for discussion.
Babacım bir dakika bekle. Tamam, 2 tanesi de kalsın, çok önemli değil.
Make this boat yourself?
Yeah. Something you don't like about it?
Besides the water up to our ankles? Nothing.
Quit whining. It'll make it across the lake.
Provided we don't smash into something first. Barely see the tip of my nose. Fog's thick as curdled milk.
Never took you for a poet.
Oh, but I am one. Want to hear a limerick?
Sure.
Lambert, what a prick.
Not bad.
Bu ikisinin diyaloglarına hastayım abi.
Fall off a bit. Sails fluttering.
Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs. Right, almost there. Ready for the caverns?
Almost. Before we go inside.
Ugh, drink a dose of cat, I know. Any more words of wisdom, like step softly or you'll wake old spear tip?
Old spear tip still down there?
Yeah, he is. Unless he's done us a favor and killed over on his own. Could come at us at any moment.
How'd the rhyme go? Old spear tip's a deep sleeper.
Wake him up and you'll sleep deeper. Come on.
Hear that? Sounds like a kid.
You know this valley's uninhabited except for us. It's gotta be an illusion.
What if it's not?
Whatever you want to do.
Ne diyorsunuz, gidelim mi? Şimdi de Lambert haklı çıkarsa lafından geçilmez.
You're probably right. Let's go, straight to the cave.
Finally, something reasonable.
Neyse, fazla oyalanmanın anlamı yok.
Shit, too damn high.
Not if I give you a boost. Remember? Part of the trials.
A witcher is a lone hunter.
But even a lone hunter can use a helping hand sometimes. Vesemir.
Ready?
Oh, you fat fuck.
1, 2, 3. You're no feather either. Come on, let's go.
Wall looks a little shaky. Art, maybe?
An awake old spear tip?
What? You afraid?
No, I just think before I act. Mind not stomping like that.
Relax. I slipped. Something fell in my eye. Splinter.
Hope it wasn't from a broken mirror. That'd make you even nastier.
Ha ha. old.
What did you expect? Scent of violets?
Would have been nice. Ah, so soft and sweet, just sleeping there. Makes you want to make this moment last forever.
You gonna live?
Probably.
Let's get out of here.
Wait. That's for Voltaire, you whore son.
Voltaire. Who's that?
Don't remember? Little guy. A scar on his chin, right here.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
All we can do now. Never made it out of here. Let's go.
Hocam, aleykümselam. Hoş geldin. Erken erişimde FIFA 19 almıştım ama bıraktım kardeşim. FIFA'yı tamamen bıraktım. 30 Eylül'de son yayınımı yaptım. Hem Xbox hem PlayStation'da oynadım. Dedim bu oyundan bir yol olmaz. Bir daha oynamam da yayında yapmam. Dedim ve bıraktım. Kararımı kesin.
Oh, good to be back above ground.
Still trouble ahead.
You mean the trolls? They're in for trouble, not us.
Don't know who you're trying to impress. Tough guy stuff's just not working on me.
Look who's talking. Vesemir
Şu
told
diyaloğa
me about
dikkat
that
edin.
job you did for those Nilfgaardians in Velen. What? What are you doing?
Killing monsters.
Just came out that way. Come on.
Uzun bir aradan sonra ilk defa farklı bir zırh giydim. Bu şekil bir zırhın olduğunu daha önce hiç hatırlamıyorum. Muhtemelen mağaradan daha önce geçerken bu kadar dikkatlice etrafı keşfetmedim. Yemin bozan zırhı. Şöyle yürürken şıkırtı etmese çok güzel bir zırh aslında. Ama yine de şekli ve özellikleri bayağı güzel. Şimdi bugün böyle bir zırh giydim.
See him shit and run as soon as he saw us?
Never known a troll to do that.
Eğer bu bölümde şeyde yaparsam, usta zırhçılar görevinde yaparsam farklı bir zırh daha giyeceğim. Nasıl bir şey ben de merak ediyorum.
Which is to walk no more. Stops. East Mountain, Trolley Mountain. Troll Mountain. Huh? Oh. Hi! This Troll Mountain.
You talk to these idiots.
Stay calm. We just want to get to the circle.
Which is this thing one say, thing two do, thing three do, sometime.
Enough! Out of my way, dimwits, or I'll grind you to gravel. Understand?
They understood all right. Congrats.
Run for the cave! Before they stone us to death!
Walks those. News goes no far more. Which is understand it?
We understand it, but we still gotta get to the Circle of Elements.
Listen, but we trolls come no to Witchersea Castle. Rocks lots there. Pretty rock.
Enjoying this little chat, cause it's not getting us anywhere.
I'm talking. Fact is, you know as much about negotiating as they do about grammar. We're not here to hurt you. We don't want to touch your rocks. Just let us pass.
Troll rock throw. Witchersea strike no back. Just talky. Witcher, good? Only you. Witchersea monster kills. Trolls monsters. Yes? True is. No face make. We do go this. Use sharp back clubs leave here. Use pass. No agrees. We smash.
All right. We'll leave our swords here. Pick them up on the way back.
We want to know. Nick metal. Mouth sting.
You nuts?
Shut up and follow my lead. Well, we made it.
No denying that. Damn. Beautiful view.
Must be if you noticed it.
Geralt, who do you take me for?
Let me think. A sourpuss?
Fair enough. Let's save the rest of your compliments for later. Let's get to work.
Remember how this circle works? Been a while since I activated my medallion here.
It's fine, old man. No need to make excuses. Light the torches and place the phylactery on the altar. I'll handle the rest.
Yavuz, aleykümselam. Hoş geldin.
How'd it go?
Nasılsın, iyi misin?
Water, then earth, then air?
Efsane Felix de burada. Süperiz. Tatlı Felix. Burada. Demin niye ben silahlarımı bırakmama rağmen trolleri öldürme şeyi çıktı anlamadım. Birden üzerime saldırdılar. Geralt'ın görüntüsü dikkatini çekti mi? Yağız. Geralt'a yeni bayramlıklar aldım. Hoşuna gitti mi? Bir de saçını değiştirdim.
Then all we gotta do is wait. The container will absorb the power of the elements while we catch a breather.
Fenaymış. Fashion model gibi olmuş gibi.
So, how'd you deal with the trolls when you passed the trial of the medallion?
Let me think. Oh yeah, used Axie, but I only had to get past one troll. Other two were busy.
Yeah, useful sign, Axie. Saved my life a short while ago.
Sense a good story coming.
One of the best. A couple of road robbers stopped me. One pointed a crossbow at me, and the other started rummaging through my satchel. I made the man with the crossbow shoot his friend, and then hang himself.
Wow, truly great story.
Isn't it? Real side splitter, I think.
Tell me, you always been such a cynical bastard?
No. I was adorable before Vesemir brought me to Kaer Morhen'e.
Şimdi güzel bir hikaye dinleyeceğiz. Lambert'ın neden bu kadar Witcher olmaktan çok da hoşlanmadığını, neden bu kadar aksi olduğunu, huysuz olduğunu şimdi öğreneceğiz.
Think it's that bad being a Witcher?
Guess I could have been someone worse. Just a shame I had no choice.
It was our destiny.
Destiny? Let me tell you about destiny. My dad was a drunk. He'd knock a few back, then beat me and Mom bloody. We prayed for his death every night. One day our prayers were almost answered. Dad lost his way coming home from the tavern. walked smack into a nest of neckers. But some witcher saved him. Know what he wanted in return? Give me the first thing you see when you get home. My life. For the life of that prick? I say fuck that kind of destiny.
Didn't know. I'm sorry.
Next time you wonder why I'm so bitter, well, there's your answer. Alright. We've griped enough. Let's get out of here.
Need to get our swords. But you're with no swords like a man without an arm.
Sure thing, brother.
Yamacı 17 merkez diyor. Kaç adet ihbarı var.
Which is his sharp back club takes and home.
Abi troller çok komedi değil mi ya? Çok sevimler.
Don't worry. I don't need convincing. Come on, girl, let's go.
Şu ekipmanlarımı geri aldığım zaman kafasına göre kılıç, arbalet falan yerleştirmesi hiç hoşuma gitmiyor ama efsanevi kaçak ettiği ham yap. Hemen dönüp geri dönelim.
Let's get back.
After you, sir.
Look at the fire. Pupils functioning normally.
Arakas. Böcekselle ilgili bir yaratık bilgisi verdi. Vahşi av. Gökyüzünden incecik bir şerit geçiyor. Henüz süvarilerin silüetleri bile ayırt edilemiyor. Süvariyalı yaklaştıkça yaklaşıyor. Her geçen bir saniyede o beti benze atmış şekilleri daha da belirginleşiyor. Adeta kükrüyorlar.
Can we talk?
What about?
Nice to be together again, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm. Just missing Siri.
Thanks for reminding me.
I had to change the subject. Heard a sentimental sob making its way up from your gut. Any idea why she's returned?
Shortest version, she's running from the wild hunt.
Damn. Going gets tough and you need help, you can count on me.
Eyvallah. Plan
See you later.
Yeah, take care.
Adamsın. Şurası niye bu kadar karanlık? Bir türlü anlayamadım.
Yes, Wolf?
Interesting. Not afraid of silver.
Şimdi burada hemen yukarı çıkmıyoruz. Hatırladığım kadarıyla bir veya iki tane buradan açabileceğimiz gizli bir görev daha vardı.
Monstrum, or portrayal of witchers. Somebody's notes on the first page. Just describe how to open a passage in the mine. Might be worth seeing what's down there.
Bir tanesini bulduk. Burada bir şey var mıydı? Yine de emin olmak istedim.
Up?
Geralt, I'm sorry, but I'm in no mood for jests.
What's eating you?
Let me think. That was the third crystal to explode. It's been a week, and Lambert's still not done what I've asked. Vesemir spitefully insists on repairing the wall just beneath my window and starts hammering at the crack of dawn, while Eskel seems to have gone mushroom picking, not forktail hunting.
The guys. Well, they're not exactly happy with you.
Why is that?
Because you aren't willing to say what you're planning. You're treating them like pages, not including them. Us, actually, because I feel that way too.
I shall explain everything when the time is right. First, we must finish our preparations.
Neyse, şimdi bunu karıştırmayalım.
Fine. What do I do?
Firstly, help Eskel and Lambert. One was supposed to get me forktail spinal fluid, the other was to fortify the phylactery with elemental power. I've yet to see anything from either of them.
Taken care of.
Is that so? My, the initiative. That leaves one other trifle to resolve. As you saw, my megascope's acting up, in rather spectacular fashion. I'm certain there's an energy source nearby, generating disturbances, making the crystals malfunction. We must find it and neutralize it. Quickly, I must contact someone. It's urgent.
Who you plan to contact? Or is that a secret too?
No secret at all. Ida Emian. Remember her?
How could I forget? Member of the Lodge, Elven Sage.
Exactly, a sage. As the name suggests, she should know a great deal. I'd like to ask her for advice about Uma. Satisfied?
Your sorceress friends, the sage and not so sage, they've let me down before. But if we gotta, we gotta.
If only you'd been this cautious with all of them. But no matter. Thank you for your permission.
Ben kaçar dur Yağız. Tamam kardeşim. Geldiğin için sağ ol, görüşürüz. Yine beklerim. Kendine iyi bak. Her zaman sohbete bekleriz. Ne zaman gelsen ortam şenleniyor senin sayende. Belki bundan sonra daha da erken saatlerde açabilirim. Çok geç saatlere kalmadan. Ki zaten bugün de fena değil. Hadi bakalım.
All right. How do I find the source?
Use this Potestaquizitor.
Potestaquizitor? Sounds fancy. Complicated.
Yet it's ever so simple. Grasp it firmly, move it around, and the louder it squeals, the closer you are. Spare me your juvenile wit, please. Well, what are you waiting for? Thank you, Geralt.
Rica ederiz, yine bekleriz. Hadi bakalım.
Signal. Signal's growing stronger. Can't be far now.
So, Yennefer found a volunteer to walk around with that chirping stick after all.
Mounted witchering just never took off. Mounted witchering just never took off. Disturbance is coming. What's in these crates?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert made them.
No wonder the megascope doesn't work. All right, gotta get him out of here.
I can do that. Rather you not make a mess of my shelves. Just keep an eye on Uma.
Yes, Uncle Vesemir. How goes it? Vesemir's not working you too hard, I hope. Thought so.
All done. You can go. Now, let's check your conditioned reflexes.
Thank you. Seems to be working now. What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere with my megascope?
No, he probably knew. But that's the sort of prank you only pull on someone you like.
You don't suppose he... Lambert? Really? I'm flattered. Enough. Ready for this conversation?
Sure you want me here? Members of the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets, or so I've heard.
Consider it a token of our trust. Now let's begin. And Geralt, behave, please.
Didn't you just say you trust me?
Stop twisting my words.
Kednel Yennefer at Vengerberg. Gwynblade.
Kedmil and Severn.
Why have you summoned me?
We've come up against a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of Elder speech unfamiliar to me.
I see. The words of the curse?
Vafel Elen, Kedmil Foli, Gledev Don Ebtenid, Bondro Isne Iacus.
Recognize the dialect?
Lathan Undod.
Meaning?
The so-called One speech, a forgotten language dating from before the migration.
The migration?
Later, Geralt.
Take it you've heard the words before.
Yes, in legends, of the kind that do not end happily.
Can you help us with the curse?
To a degree. Agnes de Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle, inverted, of course. They are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee that even they will suffice.
Thank you, Ensevern. Vafael.
That does not conclude our conversation.
What is it?
The time of the white frost and white light is nigh.
And the world will perish amidst ice. I know Ithleen's prophecy.
I don't doubt you know it. But do you understand it? The Elder Blood can initiate the final age, the time of the end. Or stop it. Remember this, Gwynblade. For you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts into flames.
What was that about? The migration?
Good gods. Did they teach you no history here?
No. Vesemir figured sword work could be more useful on the path. Gonna answer me?
Naturally. One's never too old to learn. The Ensei and the NN elves were once one folk, the En Undod. Then came a cataclysm. No one knows its nature. The En Undod were forced to leave their world. They split along the way.
So if Uma's curse was uttered in this Lathan Undod...
Then it's old. Very, very old.
All in all, interesting conversation. What now?
All is ready. We should gather the others and begin. Listen, everyone. All is in place. We may begin. Lambert, prepare the apparatuses. Eskel, go.
Last I heard, my dear, I give the orders around here, not you.
I believe we made an agreement to seek to cure Uma my way.
I said we would help you, that's it. I don't know what you want to do with them, you haven't deigned to inform us, but it's not safe, is it? Just as I thought. Which is why I think we should first try another, less invasive method.
What's this method?
Derives from folk traditions. I've used it many times. In 1211, to lift the curse that held the Swan of Povis, for instance. I'll take Uma into the mountains.
What then? Will you howl at the moon together?
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Geralt.
No, we will not howl at the moon. I'll lay him down on a gravestone. Come midnight, I'll give him tea made of hemlock harvested from... But I don't see that I need to explain this to you.
In my opinion.
I know your opinion, but I'm not asking anyone's permission. I'm saying what will happen. I'll be back at dawn, with Uma, or whoever hides inside him.
Vesemir's gotten a bit grumpy in his old age.
That was nothing. Should have been here last winter when Lambert tried to convince him we ought to abandon Kaer Morhen'e for good.
What good's this old ruin anyway? Moldy walls, leaky roof, and it's one big fucking ice cube in the winter.
Vesemir didn't say a word. Stood, grabbed his sword, and slammed the door on his way out. Didn't come back for a month.
So, got the evening off. What do we do with it?
Vesemir mentioned some roof beams in the tower need replacing. Maybe we could see to that. Or we could have a drink.
Sounds a lot better than the beams.
Wouldn't mind a shot myself, or two.
Nothing I can do. Been outvoted. Let's go.
Do as you will. But in a moment, Geralt and I must talk.
Ooh, sounds serious. Come on, Lambert. See you in a bit, Geralt.
Something not quite right?
No, nothing. I just wanted to take you aside, without cluing the others into what we're up to.
Mm-hmm. And what are we up to?
Sneaking upstairs to make love.
Wow. You don't exactly mince words.
I'm too old to play the blushing bride. Unless you ask nicely. Shall we go? You can rejoin them afterwards. In an hour. Or two.
Or 3.
I'll hold you to that.
Well, well. Lovebirds decided to join us. Enjoy yourselves?
You heard the answer to that question, Lambert. Besides, not our business. Yen, we don't have glasses. You alright drinking from a mug?
I'd drink from an old boot tonight. Perhaps instead of getting crocked in deep glum, we could do some catching up.
What have you been up to, Lambert? Any interesting contracts before you set off in search of Caradon?
Yeah. Contract in Lan Exeter. Not to boast, but a pretty lucrative one.
Yeah. Kavir's where the gold's to be made. Know how much they pay there for a drowner?
Shush, I'm talking now. So this giant was giving him trouble. Attacking convoys, dragging folk off into the swamps.
And relieving himself on the highway, rendering it dreadfully slippery. You've built enough suspense. Get to the point.
Fine. Turned out it wasn't a giant. Just a fat forest troll. And a group of bandits were ambushing the convoys.
What did you do?
Killed the bandits to keep the road safe. Then I killed the troll. Needed its head to collect the bounty.
Could have spared the troll.
To eat roots and sleep in roadside ditches? I needed the coin. And not a soul mourned that troll's passing.
Let's raise a mug to his memory. Least we can do.
Oyunda bu şekilde her önüme gelen yaratığı öldürme tarafında değilim. Bürüngenler, orman hanımları görevindeki Johnny gibi Godling'ler, Cinolar, Troller. Bunları bayağı sevimli ve Sakubuslar falan da öyle. Bunları mümkün mertebe bağışlamaya çalışıyorum. Nasıl insanın iyisi kötüsü varsa canavarların da iyi ve kötü olanları var.
Eskel, that catacan we cut up together. Tell us how you nabbed him.
A catacan? Oh ho ho. Dangerous horse sons, those.
Finicky, too. Specimen in question only went for young women from the upper classes.
That's like me.
We've no interest in your fantasies, Lambert. Whereas the vampire, even I'm curious to know how you managed.
My client threw a masquerade ball for the city's notables to lure the vampire out of hiding. I was there too, disguised. Let me tell you, never had so much success with the ladies as I did that night.
What about the vampire?
I'd made a deal with this young alchemist. She really loaded up. Fish tech, vodka, magic mushrooms. Went out into the garden. Vampire found her and drank his fill. Fight was an afterthought.
A fairy tale on gluttony from modern times.
Alchemist come out of it all right?
Fine. Lost a bit of blood, I suppose. Hangover was the worst part. She drank nothing but pickle juice for the next month.
Eventful times for me recently. Kings, dragons, conspiracies, and then I found Yen.
Yeah, we're thrilled for you. But why don't you tell us about Uma instead?
Long story. I was on Ciri's trail. Went to Velen, Skellige, Novigrad, where Dandelion needed saving again.
He get caught plowing somebody he shouldn't have been?
Right. Speaking of old friends Novigrad and plowing, how's Triss?
Lambert da çok fena.
Fuck off, Lambert.
Whoa, hit a sore spot, I guess.
Lambert, not funny.
Fine. Conversation turned serious? Let's talk. Yen, what do you plan to do with Uma?
I said I'd tell you tomorrow.
So tell us now. It's after midnight.
I'll subject him to the trial of grasses, but only...
You'll fucking what?
Mind your manners, Lambert.
Did you hear what?
Not gonna ask you again.
Sorry. Looking to turn him into a witcher?
Of course not. As I was about to say, I'll only apply the first half of the trial, because...
Because you want to watch him suffer?
Stop interrupting, or I will watch you suffer. To restore Uma's former appearance, we must first... How do I explain it? Imagine a lump of clay. In order to shape it, you must first moisten it, or it will crumble. The trial's initial part does just that. It opens the body to change, so to speak. Only then can the mutagens produce a witcher.
What are the chances Uma will survive?
Not great, but we've no choice.
Unless Vesemir can do the trick with his hemlock.
Might be surprised. Old man knows his stuff.
It'll be the first trial in years, decades.
I knew you'd be wary.
Wary? That's not the problem. Those secrets have been forgotten, and that's how they should stay.
I'd be the last to suggest you start producing hordes of witches.
You hardly need to. See, till now we had a great excuse not to take in apprentices. Seems we'll need to talk it over.
Maybe later. Who's up for another round?
Oh, I am. But we're all out of stuff to chew on. Geralt, mind raiding the kitchen?
Not at all.
Gentlemen, pleasure drinking with you. Lambert especially. But the hour is late. Don't stay up long. Tomorrow's an important day.
Didn't listen, did he?
They never do.
What are you talking about?
Samavilla contract Eskel got a while back. Good story.
Finish it in a minute. First, some more fuel.
Ooh, now that's a kick in the liver. What is it?
The Gauntlet. Equal parts spirit and white gold. What's that look about? Yen's gone to bed. Time for some serious drinking.
Damn straight. Pour us another. Bottoms up.
How about a round of cards?
Why not? Playing for coin though, right?
Yeah, unless you'd rather play strip Gwent.
Maybe I'd finally come to understand what women see in you.
Compare your trouser snakes later. Pouch is on the table. What's with him?
Don't worry about it.
Let's play.
move with the...
Esco. He doesn't need any praise, just pour.
So, what's this about a summer villa?
Snared this peasant in her dance. Instead of being happy, he escaped with his life. Yoko fell head over heels in love. Wanted me to trap her. Turned him down. So he tried it on his own with a fishing net. Bet you they're still dancing a mazurka in some fallow field.
Great story. With a moral, too.
Really? What's that?
Stay away from dangerous women.
All right, change the subject.
Because you refuse to admit I'm right? Whatever. Fine.
Stop being a smartass. Poor.
Colder and up a nice giant's ass in here. Gentlemen, I shall return. Gotta go drain the dragon.
Gotta say, I'm pretty warm.
He's always been a wuss about the cold. Remember winter 15 years ago, when the snow stayed around until Bellatane?
Mm-hmm. Lambert sat by the fire, wrapped in a blanket. Cussed copiously every time it started to snow.
Hello, youngins. Got your own little carnival going, eh? Alcohol, my goodness, is a witcher's worst enemy.
Where did you dig up that body?
Vesemir's trunk. The height of fashion in 1112. Old man probably put it on when he went courting. Or in the jargon of the time, wooing the damsels.
Men, a witcher's life is not all cards and liquor. It is toil. It is labor. No gurgling babes to wean for us. Nay, not for us.
All right. One Vesemir's enough. Take that off before you get it dirty. And pour.
Oh, I'll pour us.
Eskil doğru söylüyor, katılıyorum.
Because without vodka, you're as stiff as a bookkeeper in a body gap.
Şu eğlence işini yapmayacağım. Bence çok gereksiz. Bir an evvel şu görevin sonuna gelelim. İzleyicim aynen kardeşim. Yani Geralt'ın başına bir şey gelse veya ölse Vesemir'den 1000 kat fazla etkileyeceğini eminim. Etkisinden uzun süre kurtulamam. Umarım böyle bir şey yapmazlar.
All right, guys. Bedtime.
Speak for yourself. The night's still young as I see it.
But we're not. And tomorrow's a big day.
Fine. Drinking with my mirror image is just no fun. At least it wasn't last time.
See? Even you can't stand yourself. Good night. Damn. What a dream. See everyone's up and at 'em.
Take it you had a productive evening? Yes. We talked about Uma till late.
So I guess you didn't get a chance to see to the beams in the tower.
No. But we'll, get to that, I promise. Right, Lambert?
You can give the boys a rap on the knuckles later. Let's get to work.
Guess your gravestone and hemlock method didn't work.
Not entirely, but I did learn something. While you were out hunting forktails and playing with a megascope, I examined Uma. Noticed one thing. At moments of, what's the term, relaxed consciousness, he behaves differently. While falling asleep, he'd pause awake for an instant. Something different about his movements, his gaze then, but only for a moment. So I induced a trance, hypnotized him essentially. No effect at first, but as he dropped into deep lethargy, I heard something. A sigh or a moan. And it wasn't Uma's voice.
All right. I just don't get how that helps us.
Then keep silent. Thank you, Vesemir. And I apologize for what I said earlier. Have the boys told you what we plan to do?
Yes. Don't like it one bit. But I suppose I have to trust you.
Thought we got rid of that table ages ago.
Must be 50 years since I last saw sad Albert.
Couldn't bear to part with it. Thought we might find a use for it one day. You know how old people are.
Sure. Every grandpa out there's got an attic full of torture devices.
Right. So what now?
We can begin. We need only brew the potions.
Wait. Why couldn't we...
Do it earlier? Because the preparatory potions for the trial are strongly reactive. They must be administered immediately after they're brewed. Satisfied? Geralt, make the potions. Here are the formulae. Eskel, take a bottle of spirit.
No. After last night,
And disinfect the tools. Well, chop chop.
You don't know who's trapped in Uma's body. How did you figure the proportions?
Performed a series of complex calculations. Extrapolated. Data, ran simulations.
Meaning you guessed.
Nebat dekoksiyonlarını hazırla. Siyah. Normal insan bedenini mutasyonla Witcher bedenine dönüştürme sürecini başlatmak için kullanılır.
Potions ready.
Tools, too.
Good. Vesemir?
Hookweed extract to deaden the pain. I know. Done this before.
Eskel, make the incisions in his veins. Insert the tubes. Geralt, place the potion vials in the feeders.
Ready.
Open the valves. It doesn't matter in which order.
The hookweed work?
If it hadn't, the pain would have sent him into shock, killed him.
So, everything's going smoothly?
No, but it's within known norms.
Administer the next potion.
I'd hoped I would never have to watch this again.
Why'd you keep the table then?
Geralt, next potion.
What now? Now we wait for the potions to do their work. Might take a day, might take more.
You need only wait. True. But I must maintain the stabilizing spell. Uma's body is not nearly as resilient as a young candidate witch's. Without this, he... Eskel, I'm sorry. Would you mind?
Getting some rags? On it.
Hadi ya. İnternetin 7 defa gitti.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Wiping vomit off the floor?
No. The trial. If that's Siri in there, she could come out of this crippled, wrong in the head, just emotionless. Thought about that?
Of course I have. Thing is, we don't have a choice.
Not anymore, we don't. We rushed it. Should have started by...
Gentlemen, the floor's as clean as it'll ever be, and I need to be wiped down as well. No offense, but I'd rather Geralt did it.
Understood. I prefer that too.
Eğer Yennefer'la iyi olmasaydı burada, tam tersi, Geralt değil, Yennefer'ın üzerine Eskel temizleyecekti. Aramız iyi olduğu için bizim yapmamızı istedi. Modem kendi kendine öyle etmiyor. Bu modemi değiştirmen lazım.
That normal?
Yes. Uma's body is disintegrating on the inside. Once that's complete, we'll need to refill it, or he'll die. You witches were given mutagens. We will use spells.
Hey, Yen, you're dozing off.
No, I'm just resting my eyes.
Yeah, it's called sleeping.
Then do something to keep me awake.
Pinching's apparently effective.
Later, perhaps. For now, talk to me. Tell me a story.
Heard about the time Siri and I went ice skating?
No, not that I recall.
The winter she trained here. A couple months in, she started complaining I was too harsh a teacher. Brushed it off at first. Then she asked me to go skating with her. Didn't really want to. I'd never been before. But she insisted. As soon as we hit the ice, she started skating circles around me, hollering, "No, not like that. Footwork. One, then the other. Crossover. No, wrong. Break with the heel of your skate, not the toes." Needless to say, from then on...
He's awake. It's time. Time to lift the curse. Prepare the phylactery.
Koal. Arriva. Endir.
No, I won't let you. Geralt, yellow flask in my satchel.
Quiet. Listen.
Koal. Koal. Kaniatad.
Nevid Severe. Koal. Koal. Kaniatad. Nevid. Arriva. Endir.
Geralt, the phylactery, open it.
Kaniatad. Taran Anadir. Din.
Avalok?
You know him?
Yes. An elf. And now, a sage.
Where is Ciri?
The Isle of Mists. But it's not... She's not safe. The hunt.
Isle of Mists. Where is it?
Everywhere. And nowhere.
Listen, Sage. We didn't lift that curse to play riddles with you.
Yvain. Arwen. Siren. In Skellige. Follow it into the mists. Hurry. Hurry. I tried to protect her, but the curse, the hunt, has not found the Isle as yet. It is a matter of time. They will detect at once.
Enough, Geralt. He's not yet free of death's grip.
Is he gonna make it?
I can't. No. You saw? Not all went as planned. I lifted the curse, but...
The trial has wrought havoc in his body. Violently twitching fingers, pupils that don't react to the light. Seen it many times before, too many.
Toxins have permanently damaged his nervous system. Even if he does pull through... Do you understand?
I'm going to get Ciri.
Hold up. Don't you think you owe us some answers? How do you know this Avalok? What's Ciri been doing with him?
Yennefer can tell you. Just keep an eye on him. He's not a friend.
Perhaps not, but Ciri apparently trusted him. We should at least take his words seriously. You heard what he said. Take Ciri from that Isle of Mists, and the hunt will pick up her trail immediately. What then?
We'll be waiting for them, swords in hand.
Yes. Time we, the hunted, became the hunters. Geralt will find Ciri and bring her here, and the hunt will follow. They'll expect to catch us by surprise, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
We plan to fight them. We five? In a crumbling castle?
Do we have a choice? Besides delaying the inevitable?
Pretty Boy could try to round up a few others who know how to swing a sword.
Or wield magic.
Fine. I'll get Ciri and recruit some allies. Bring everyone here. Got a few favors I can call in.
Any good-looking women in that batch?
Mm-hmm. Exclusively. And you? What do you plan to do?
I've Avalok to care for. He's certain to die without gentle, gradual magic treatment. There's hope if I help him. Not much, but better than naught.
The boys and I'll consider how we should greet our uninvited guests.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Good luck, Wolf. And give Cirilla our love.
Come back quickly, Geralt.
Evet değerli arkadaşlar, bir yayın daha sonuna geldik. Bugün akşam ana görevden değil ama Vahşi abiyle savaşta, yapacağımız ilk savaşta müttefikleri toplayacağız. Silah arkadaşları görevlerini yaparız. Onlardan önce ben usta zırhçılar ve kılıçlardan börekleri yan görevlerini yapmak istiyorum. Artık bugün mü olur, yarın mı olur tam emin değilim ama en geç bir iki güne bunları bitireceğiz. Sesler Adası'na hemen gitmek istemiyorum çünkü oraya gittiğimiz zaman bazı yan görevlerimiz iptal olabilir. Ki zaten Skellige'ye gidip Sesler Adası'na yaklaştığımız zaman oyun bize uyarı verecek. Manuel save aldıracak. Önerilen seviyemizi söyleyecek bize. Ve bazı yan görevlerin iptal olduğunu orada anlatıyor. Neyse lafı fazla uzatmayayım. Yok Üzet'ciğim, sabahtan beri bir şey değil. Sadece şimdi hangi görevleri yapacağımıza bakıyordum bir sonraki yayında. Bir şey anlatmadım yani. Evet, buradan da çıkalım yavaşça. Evet, katılan herkese çok teşekkürler. Yorumlarınızı, görüşlerinizi her zaman bekliyorum. Eleştiriye açığım biliyorsunuz. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşene kadar kendinize iyi bakın. İyi geceler. Hoşça kalın.